Welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, presented by the great folks at COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission, and it just so happens we have got another genius doctor with us here.
I wouldn't go that far.
COMC. I don't know. You got all the schooling you got to go through to be where you are. I think you liked it though, right?
I did.
Because you wanted more and more. You wanted to be a teacher and all this stuff. And so you just kept staying in school.
I did.
That's how you become a doctor. You just stay in school until they throw you out and say, go heal somebody, right?
Something along those lines, yes.
So it's Dr. Elizabeth Bowman. She's been here with us before on the Community Spotlight Show. Now, you are a DO.
Yes, sir.
What is a DO doctor?
So a DO is a doctor of osteopathic medicine.
Okay.
It is actually a degree that's Missouri born and bred. The founder, Dr. A.T. Still, actually started the first school in Kirksville.
Here in Missouri?
Here in Missouri.
Was that like, when was that, recent? Or?
That was in the 1800s.
Oh, a long time ago.
So many moons ago,
Yeah.
many moons. So basically, DO started here in the state of Missouri and then bloomed to where we now have campuses throughout the country.
Right.
We are boarded similar to our allopathic or MD counterparts.
Okay.
Our trainings are similar, save for one key component, which is our focus on manipulative medicines.
Okay.
And that is what we refer to as osteopathic manipulative medicine.
Okay. That's a mouthful, right?
It is a mouthful.
Yeah.
We call it OMM for short.
OMM. I like that better than the whole long thing.
Yes.
There. So, and DOs currently comprise what, about 11% of?
Approximately, and growing every day. I actually saw a study or statistics not that long ago that about 25% of entering med students are now DOs.
Okay.
So we're definitely going to start seeing that shift.
This is the wave, isn't it? This is kind of the wave of the future.
My hope.
Yeah.
My hope,
Okay.
yes.
So doctors, this OMM is manipulation. You're using your hands basically to help heal. Can you do this to prevent illness and to help cure illness? How does that work? How do you do that?
So the big tenets of osteopathic medicine kind of go around the body knows how to treat itself if given the right support.
Okay.
So with that, we see a lot of times where if someone has an injury, they're not able to do things that they enjoy, which can lead down the road to maybe depression, anxiety, God forbid, substance use.
Right.
And so if we're able to respond to that sooner, then we're hopefully preventing those further on down the road conditions.
Right.
Also, yes, we're able to detect when maybe there's not quite that right flow, if you will, in the body. Similar to how a mechanic may know before the alternator goes out that the alternator's going out.
Okay.
So we can get ahead of things.
What do you what are you feeling for? If you're using your hands, you're feeling to find the injury or the wound. How do you feel that with your hands?
So we go through a 2-year training on top of med school.
Wow.
So that's during our first 2 years of medical school. We have an additional class focused on this where we are feeling differences in the tissue textures.
Okay.
So knowing kind of what a normal muscle may feel like versus one that is more fatigued and strained versus one that hasn't been functioning for many years.
Wow.
So we start learning those, and it's similar to any skill that one learns. The more you do it, the more you feel, the more you're going to know the differences.
That makes sense, right? Wow, that is fascinating. And from what I understand, you suffered a head injury.
I did.
At one point in your life before med school, terrible headaches, right? Which kind of comes with that. And you were helped out. Were you helped out by the OMM
I was.
style?
I was.
So what did they do for you in that case?
So at my medical school, we had our teaching fellows did both anatomy and the OMM.
Right.
So they helped in our anatomy lab to get more hands-on experience on that side as well. And it was my first year of med school, I had a teaching fellow who knew what I suffered from with my headaches and my issues after my car wreck, that in treating both my neck and some issues with the structures of the head itself, she was actually able to help me reduce my daily headaches and actually get back to not having some of the memory issues that came with my car wreck. Yes.
Wow. Oh, and they were able to help that and
Correct.
massage that. So that alone sold you. It's
Absolutely.
like, that's it. That works for me.
Absolutely.
Wow. And do you find any resistance to this from patients, or do most patients like, yeah, that sounds good to me?
I mean, there is some resistance in that it is something that's not thought of as a norm. I know a lot of people think that it must be the same thing as a chiropractor may do, which it is not. I tell patients, if I'm snapping, cracking, or popping you, it's because your body did it, not me. So we do meet some resistance there, but I find with education and some experience, there is none. And I have many patients to this day who swear by it.
Wow. Can it be immediate? Like you just moving stuff around and kind of give immediate relief, or is it always take a little bit of time?
So there's always that gradient of things, but I've had many people walk out that day feeling immediate relief.
Feeling better.
And it's always nice in healthcare. We tend to have a lot of things that it takes days, weeks, years for us to see that change. Mm-hmm. So to have something, I see them walk out of my office feeling better, that's always a reward for myself.
That's so cool, right? That immediate gratification.
Absolutely.
You betcha. Okay. So we're talking with Dr. Elizabeth Bowman from COMC, OMM, kind of the new wave in doctoring, right? And helping people stay and get healthy. So we'll continue this conversation when we come back on Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show.
Don't miss out on your favorite show. Watch Lake TV on demand on YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV.
Central Ozarks Medical Center, voted Missouri's best and best at the lake, is recruiting team members due to growth. Amazing employment opportunities for both medical and non-medical positions with competitive salaries and outstanding perks. For more information, go to the Careers tab at centralozarks.org. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Join a leader. Join our team. COMC, where your health is our mission. If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV. Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show. I'm acting like I am smart this week because I'm with a doctor, right? Dr. Elizabeth Bowman from COMC, a DO specializing in OMM, all those letters and words. Basically, there's a new wave in the medical world of a hands-on healing approach, I guess, basically. And that started here in Missouri, way back in the 1800s. And there was a big need for it then because there was a lot of wonky things going on in medicine. What were some of those things that were happening?
So looking at the vintage medical ads are always entertaining to look at, especially in today's day and age. We see several things where they talk about the use of laudanum or opium, leaching. That's always entertaining to talk with patients about bloodletting and leaching. But Dr. Still actually saw a lot of use of mercury and such, which is what drove him to trying to figure out what is the root. No longer just treating something, but actually trying to make the person better.
Right. Which is, hey, that's a good idea, right? Okay, so you have the hands-on approach where you feel and you manipulate to keep things in line and to try to bring things back in line when needed. I'm guessing this is something that some people like and some people don't like, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, some people don't mind the hands-on approach, some people are like, whoa, no, right?
Correct.
So it works for some people and it doesn't work for others.
Well, and the same can be said for any health treatment that we're using in today's day and age.
Yeah, okay. And you say that, this approach helps the body, its natural ability to heal itself. I didn't realize that the body had that ability to heal itself.
Well, and if we think about it, think of, that 5-6-year-old that you see running around the playground. I'm pretty sure they're made of rubber. They bounce off the side of the building and keep
Right.
on running the other direction. So I know if I did that today, that would not be the case.
Yeah, me too.
However, yes, we still have some of that innate ability, even when we're extra seasoned, as I referred to for some of my patients. We still have some of that ability. It's just simply kind of reminding the body that it can do that.
Nice. Okay, that's good. Good to know. And does that start to go away a little bit the older we get, or is that always there?
I have 90-year-olds who respond great to OMM.
Okay, that's fantastic. We talked earlier in the show, this helped you. You had a car accident, head injury, terrible headaches, and this really helped you with that.
Yes.
And then you have been able to help treat your mother with this, I guess, too. What's the story there?
So, like most, our family is our guinea pigs going through med school. And so my mother is one who was told in her 20s or 30s she would be progressing to a wheelchair.
Really?
Really. So this was in the late 1980s, 1990s. So unfortunately, at that point, the only option for her back surgery would have been the rods going from top to bottom.
Yeah.
And she was not at that point. She, over the years, has kind of progressed, sometimes better, sometimes worse.
Yeah.
Once I entered into med school and I saw the benefits of OMM, my mom is still not in a wheelchair.
Wow.
Actually not using assistive devices, period, and is able to function around and keep my 3-year-old somewhat in line.
Good luck with that, right?
Yes, yes.
Wow. That's amazing. That's almost miraculous.
Yes, absolutely.
That's got to give you so much confidence in what you're doing
Yes.
when you see the results like that.
Yes. I mean, it's one thing to have patients tell me their benefits. I don't see them on a daily basis. To see the changes that my mom has had, especially from the start of me just learning this to now where I stand today in treating, it's been a very rewarding ability to see that.
Oh, I bet. That's fantastic. So there's 2 of you, right? 2 OMM providers at COMC?
Yes.
Okay. You and who?
So it is myself and Dr. Skiba, who is at our Camdenton clinic predominantly.
Okay.
He and I actually went to residency together.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Small world, right?
Small world.
And if people want to look into this more, get some more information, how can they find you or Dr. Skiba?
So we can be found through the resources from Central Ozarks, including our Facebook page or the website, which is centralozarks.org.
Okay.
And our Facebook page, just looking under Central Ozarks Medical Center.
Right. They got a great website, centralozarks.org. And you've got degrees personally in psychology, biology from Mizzou. You're a doctor. Does psychology and does that play into doctoring?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I am from Southeast Missouri, where mental health providers were very limited and unfortunately still are limited. And so seeing primary care providers having to take on that role, yes, that led to me pursuing psychology as my undergrad degree.
Wow. See, when I told you she liked school, I wasn't kidding.
Just a little.
She's got a degree in everything over there. Okay, so OMM, that's fascinating, very interesting. And again, if you want to get some more information on that, go to their website, centralozarks.org. She is all over the place. You work out of the Lori Mall, or the Lori Mall COMC place, and then you're in Osage Beach, you're in Richland.
Yep.
And COMC is also in Eldon and Camdenton. So
correct.
All over. All right. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. And thank you for joining us for Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show.